All right, everybody, we are live. Please ignore the terrible background removal software that I'm using. You know, it's not even that bad. It's just, it doesn't like headphones. Like, it's not terrible with my headphones off, but of course I would kind of like to have those on. So maybe one day I'll get an actual green screen. I don't know. Sounds like it might be a little more than it's worth, but anyways, we're just kind of testing stuff out. So we are going to hop on the server. I wanted to do this mainly because, well, I just don't have a lot of time to. That is a Rainbow Six Siege clip at full volume. Okay, let's try to check everything out here on the. I mean, it sounds pretty good. I hope the main thing I'm worried about is like my keyboard being really loud. It's pretty loud. So let's hop on the server. As I said, we're just gonna kind of check everything out. I'm just more testing than anything. I would like to do like I said, probably bi-weekly streams, like Friday nights, something like that. We'll see. But it just happened to be Saturday, and I kind of wanted to just test some stuff out. So that's where we're at. I don't know if I bother showing you guys the stuff that was gonna be in the new time lapse. As you can see, we haven't really built the skyscraper yet, so that is actually fine. That will probably definitely go into a time lapse. I guess I can show you guys what we've worked on since the latest time lapse, because it's not really a whole lot, I feel like. And you see, I'm just making sure everything's good here. Let me see if you can like hear this keyboard. I'm sure you can. Yeah, you can. Is it that bad? Not really. So I swear, like you have to be like an actual audio engineer to know how to like set up your mic properly. Like I feel like I've watched a million YouTube videos like best Blue Yeti setup, like for XYZ, and then like I just don't. I think it's really difficult to get rid of like keyboard noise. I don't. Not that my keyboard's exactly the quietest keyboard ever made, but anyways, it doesn't matter. I just once again just kind of testing some stuff out. I might do a little bit of stuff here while we're on the stream, just for the sake of doing something. However, it won't be like a full like multi-hour event or anything. So yeah, this is well, yeah, I guess I'm kind of spoiling this, so I may not include it in a time lapse. We'll see. Even though I do have the footage for this, but you know, a lot of this is kind of, I wouldn't say filler. It's not filler. But I do want to get to a sky-like buildings as soon as possible. And so this was something that took us hours and hours to build, but that would have taken up like an entire time lapse. And it was like, well, is there really a point? Because like we could do roads forever. I don't want to just do roads. I want to actually get to some stuff as well. So I'll just go ahead and show you guys this so that in the next time lapse we can actually get to some buildings and stuff. Which, by the way, I did start school back. I am now finished moving, thank goodness. That's why I've kind of been on a hiatus. However, we are back. The uploads definitely won't be as frequent. I was doing like kind of every other day, at least with the first few videos. Definitely won't be like that with school starting. My goal is still going to be 2 videos per week. I think I can still do that. 2 per week, and then just kind of that like streaming's easy, I feel like, which I just kind of need to get it a little bit prettier, with like maybe the face cam. I might just do like a normal face cam, to be honest. And then, but like kind of make it pretty in terms of like the on display streaming stuff, where it's not just like a video. I'm sure you guys get what I'm saying. Anyways, so yeah, like I said, this is kind of a test. I'll definitely mess with it a little bit before the first official live stream. Yeah, we'll see. And then, so we'll do this bi-weekly, but those aren't exactly hard to like, you don't have to edit or anything like that crazy. So those you can kind of just start and go with. So I definitely like that style more than anything. Some people, like I don't mind editing so much, but it's definitely been a chore. Like finding like the music to put in the videos that's like royalty free, and images, things that go on the screen. And I'm not exactly like a wizard when it comes to Sony Vegas or Premiere or any of those programs, really. I mean, I know how the basics of how they work, but A, I never went to school for editing, and B, I haven't done YouTube all my life where I know like get perfect edits and everything. And I'm also not like paying for anything like special programs that like give you stuff. So it is what it is. But that's kind of the technical stuff out of the way. Like I said, I'll try to stick to a more explicit schedule here in the near future. I kind of just need to get settled in a little more to the new place, and also just kind of make sure I'm kind of on top of that, because gotta earn my degree. So that's what I'm going for at the very least. So yeah, that's kind of the technical stuff, but we're going to shoot for 2 videos a week. And then also doing that live stream every or bi-weekly. We'll see. Because I have to kind of decide, like, am I going to be a streaming channel with like VODs, clips, stuff like that, or am I just gonna do YouTube vids? Which I think the videos, the time lapses, are definitely a better style for this type of project, this type of thing. But they do take a little bit of time just to kind of edit, render, get everything good to go, make sure the footage is cut and all that. So it is a little tedious, but I think that's a good thing to do. 2 videos per week, and then a live stream bi-weekly, something like that. I mean, that's probably just the most I can do. Like if I could do more, I would. Of course, but it's just probably the most I can do. Anyways, I'll stop yapping. We can actually get to what's kind of going on here. So Colson did all the signs, thank goodness. Because we were like talking, he's like, yeah, I'm not really crazy about like building the stuff, but I do like doing the signs and like kind of the little small details. I was like, that's good, because I don't really like doing this. Like, I just think this part is the most tedious. So he enjoys doing it, kind of setting up everything to be functional. And I definitely prefer more kind of just like actually building. And so, yeah, that's, at least it's good to find kind of what works for both of us, because I don't want to make him do stuff that he doesn't enjoy doing. And likewise with me, I don't want to do stuff that I don't really enjoy doing as much. Like, I could sit here and probably do this, but he has a methodology for it where it works really nicely. And something new too that we did was he added like a back plate to these, so they actually have like backs and they're not just like see-through. And I think that just kind of really makes it look even better. This is cool too. He like custom made this one, because this is like the template that we get from the website, and then we kind of just like he like edited it to make it where the arrow is kind of gone and it's like shifted in the middle. You can see this is 75 North, which just looks sick on the map, by the way. Yeah, this is 75 North going to downtown Panhandle City. So we decided to make this obviously the downtown area. I think I've mentioned that in a time lapse. And this is going to actually be the named city, Panhandle City, in the county, Abelia County. So this entire area, metropolitan area, so this is going to be like the main downtown kind of big buildings on this little island. And then the subsequent space kind of surrounding all of this, which I know you can't see some of it due to the map being blurred, but this subsequent kind of space down here and all this around it will kind of be more of like the suburb type places to the main Panhandle city. We'll see exactly scale-wise how that's going to look. I think it'll work quite nicely. But anyways, and then I'll show you guys kind of what we're doing next. But you guys did see this elevated portion of interstate, and you also saw the bridge. So, gosh, I am getting motion sick just looking at it like that. So yeah, this is 20 west of the beaches. So we initially had planned maybe to do the interchange like up here and just have 20 like end into this, but we figured it would take up a little bit too much space on this actual island. We wanted to use the whole island for buildings and stuff. So we put it down here, and so 20 is now going to go here. And I think we're not going to have a middle one anymore. If you guys remember the picture, we had like 3 east-west interstates, and I think we're going to go down to just 2. We're going to have 10, and then we're going to have a 20. So that is this. This is 20 right here, and I think that's going to work better scale-wise anyways. And so, yeah, you see I haven't really finished the paint for 20 yet, but 75 is virtually done here. But so, yeah, 20 is going to end down there somewhere. We'll probably end it into like a beach-type road that will go like along here or something. We'll see exactly how we want to do it. Also, guys, I don't think I've mentioned this because this is kind of huge. I can't lie. And I don't think it's been mentioned in the time lapses. So we got diagonal roads to work, and just check this out. I mean, this is awesome. So essentially, we can now make these diagonals, and it just really smooths out the roads a ton from just having the jagged edges. So I think that's something that's really, really cool. It's just going to make the roads look a ton better. One thing I would love to see, which maybe we'll get, is like essentially to have the diagonal roads, right? You can see like this is diagonaled here as well. To have it going up, so you could actually create smooth inclines. That would be crazy. Freenaku is still working on the mod, and that's actually how I was able to get this to work. So the diagonals would crash the server. I'm sure you guys remember that in like the first episode. I mentioned that was like messing with the diagonals, and they would just crash the server every time I tried to use them. Well, what I had to do was actually go to the GitHub for the mod. I had to download the master file, compile the mod myself, which was nuts, and then proceed to use that mod, like the updated version, the one that he's like currently actually working on. I had to use that to even be able to use these diagonals without the server crashing. Because I was like looking, I was like, you know, what is going on here? And I saw someone on the GitHub say like, hey, the diagonals are crashing our server. Me and my friend were trying to play. He's like, okay, I fixed it. And I fixed it in the new version. So, but I had to compile it. It was crazy. It was like not even available on CurseForge yet. But I got it to work, and here we are. So hopefully he'll release the actual posted version of 1.2.6 of Freenaku's mods here, and then we can figure that out. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm glad the diagonals work. I also found a way to make these paints more seamless, where they're not like kind of cropped like this. Unfortunate that we already built it like this, where it's already set up like this. I mean, you know, what are you going to do? Kind of unfortunate we already set up. However, with future diagonal roads, especially ones that maybe are like kind of not interstates, we can definitely implement the system here. So that's really cool. Yeah, so once again, that beach road or this interstate is going to end somewhere over there, downtown Panama City, going north there. And we have south. We decided we're going to name this city down here, which I don't want to spoil too much. But the city where the trumpet changes, we're going to name Granite Springs. And so that should be good. And then the eastward one, which is going to be this way, this eastward city, which I don't have on the map yet, is going to be Port English, just for the sake of why not? This is what we came up with. So, yeah, so Port English, Granite Springs, downtown Panama, or not Panama, Panhandle City, and then the beaches. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome possum. So these signs are effectively done for this interstate here. And yeah, so I'll just kind of show you guys the new stuff, and then I'll probably go ahead and end the stream. I mean, the stream looks pretty good on paper, so I think we're good. If the keyboard noise is really annoying, you guys just let me know. I'll try to fix it. It didn't sound too bad from what I was listening in, but I could definitely see where it could be an issue. So I'll definitely try to mess with it. Anyways, what's cool too is you can actually hop in a car. Let me just grab like one of these for now. I think I have a car somewhere, but I don't know where it is. But we'll just hop in one of these. So, oh, let me not do that. Hopefully it's not too loud too. Probably fine. Not even sure. It looks like you guys can't even hear it. It's like not even showing like it's capturing any audio, which is kind of weird, but not that you really need to hear anything, but whatever. I'd like to also play some music maybe during the streams, just like the same type of like jazz type beat that I play like during the videos and stuff. You can see we've extended this very far, and I think it's pretty fitting how far it is going to be between the cities. I think it's a really like a really decent amount. It's not like anything crazy, and so yeah, you know, we're pretty close to the trumpet change already. So it is a little ways, but I think it's like, you know, it's a realistic scale, or it's not like you're driving like actual real life scale to a different city. So I think it's pretty good. So yeah, this here is just our. This is just a little tiny bridge going over the river, and like I said, for this one, I didn't want to make it crazy like the one going into downtown that kind of looks like the Brooklyn Bridge, like a big, you know, vintage type bridge. So I just kind of made this one like a standard kind of like overpass you would see. I mean, technically a bridge, you know, but just kind of something you would see normally, like over some sort of channel of water. They're not very fancy. They just kind of get the job done. And so that's exactly what I have going here. But I think it turned out really good. Has some lights on it. I kind of copied the style from a bridge that I know in real life. So it just kind of has like a lot of supports, and it's still like pretty low hanging bridge. So really which is kind of unfortunate because I was hoping to have like boats on this, and not many big boats are fitting through here. I can't lie. But I mean, I wanted primarily this river to only be used for like maybe smaller rowboats, things like that, fishing boats. I don't want like big, massive freighters going through this river, anyways. You know, those would be left for the outside. Maybe even they could go through here because this bridge will be plenty big enough for big boats to go under. We'll figure that out when we cross that bridge. But anyways, yeah, you can actually see the trees from here. If I can ever get back in this car, you can actually see the trees from here. And this is where the trumpet change actually is, which so some of the things that we kind of have to clean up, which I'm going to have Slaw do probably because that's just kind of his thing, is the signs. So we just want to add like speed limit signs, kind of like mile type signs, or like stuff like that, like, you know, food exit sign, things like that on the interstate that you would see. So we're really like working on that. Yeah, we're planning on just naming. So Eufaula is a real life town name in Alabama, I think. I think it's Alabama. That's a real life city name that we decided to use. We just like the city name. So that's going to be the bottom right corner. So this one over here somewhere, it's like over here. That's going to be that one as Eufaula. We may change it in the future, but I like it for now. Anyways, yeah, this is the trumpet change, which you guys have already definitely seen. And yeah, the Dons, which we still have to connect up. So just kind of wanted to show you guys some of the new stuff. It's also going to save me from having to do put it in a time lapse. But like I said with the information video, that these streams or whatnot are going to be canonical. So we're not just going to be messing around. They're going to actually be like, you know, you want to watch it in between the next time lapse to kind of see what goes on. You know, if you skip through it, I don't really care. You don't have to watch the full, you know, if they're like 3 hours long, whatever. You don't have to watch the whole thing. But if you want to know like what we built, why, you know, how we built it, whatever, it'll be on the stream. So make sure to watch them just so you can kind of know canonically what's going on with Abelia County. Yeah, so I added the diagonals to this as well, which makes it just look a lot smoother. So very, very neat indeed. And yeah, and I added it to the trumpet change here. So I'll keep you guys updated. I'm going to try to stick to a pretty strict schedule just for the sake of engagement. I think it helps. And for the foreseeable future, I'll probably hopefully drop the next time-lapse video, which will be on all new stuff that you haven't seen up to this time-lapse. Hopefully our first skyscraper. But I'll try to drop that this coming Tuesday. So make sure to check that one out then. Is that time-lapse 4? Are we at 4 right now? I think we are. I've already lost count. It's been a crazy week. I think we're on number 4. It's going to be the next one. If not, it's 5. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching this test stream. Make sure to check it out just so you kind of know what's going on. And then, if you haven't seen the previous time lapses, make sure to go check those out as well. And they're definitely more structured, at least, and things are going on. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next stream as well. And the next stream will probably be, maybe we'll do one next Friday. It kind of just depends on what all is going on. But maybe next Friday, and then every subsequent or bi-weekly from there. Or maybe if I'm really, digging the streams more, we'll do them weekly Friday. So I'll definitely let you guys know in a community post here in the near future. So yeah, thanks guys so much for tuning into this, and I'll see you guys in the next time lapse. Peace.